What's that? A 4-room HDB in Bidadari just transacted at record of $1.32 million. Do you know that Bidadari used to be a ghost town? It was a cemetery. So, how does a cemetery become $1 million HDB today? Like Bishan? I still can remember, many years ago, my dad has the option to choose a BTO in Bishan. Because it used to be a cemetery, he gave it a miss.
Aiya, he's pantang lah.
If your parents are also this type of pattern one, drop me a comment below. Not complaining at least I don't feel alone lah. Today, Bishan, $1 million HDB low. How did it become so wangdi? But don't anyhow buy Not all places will become like Bishan. Why am I sharing this? Because this was one of our top processes to determine which development to buy without feeling FOMO, especially new launches that come with lots of hype. If you missed out my riverfront story, you can watch it after this video. I post the link in the description below. I've shared a simple MEAT framework I use to evaluate the right property to buy. First up, master plan. Most people know about master plan, the government's blueprints for land use over the next 10 to 15 years. Do you know that master plan it is reviewed from time to time to make Singapore more livable and sustainable because Singapore is growing. It has to stay relevant to how people live. Wow, you watch until here liao If you find this sharing useful, please help me to like and share this channel. It will definitely help me a lot. I ever came across when we committed our BTO, there was supposed to be a school in front. And you know school, they don't build very high. So we chose a very high floor for the view. And it became another BTO.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
We were so sad about it because our view was blocked. Hey it did not affect our prices. The moral of the story here is, when you look at the master plan, don't look at just one tiny portion. Look at the surrounding area. What's the government envisioned? Having to say that, choosing the right unit also important. This will be a separate video, so save it for next time. How does the master plan get started? It started with Mr. Lee Kuan Yew's vision many years ago with a concept plan. The concept plan is a strategic guide for land use and transportation of how Singapore will be developed over the next 40 to 50 years. The master plan breaks down the concept plan into details and land use plan over 10 to 15 years. It is reviewed from time to time. Under the master plan, it shows designated future roads. Think about it. Before homes can be built, connectivity gotta come in first. After that, government then release land sales for developers to develop the area. Woodleigh is an example of how it has transformed over time. How does the master plan affect property prices? After Bidadari Cemetery was cleared, construction of Woodleigh MRT station started. You know what? Even after the MRT was ready, it wasn't open until developments like A at Woodleigh and International School pop up. A at Woodleigh was 99% sold when it launched in 2009. The buyers really had good foresight They took a leap of faith to buy before the MRT and school were even operating. And this is how much profit some of the sellers make when it TOP. This shows that property value goes up when convenience and connectivity are in place. It's been more than a decade since the 2008 master plan. Woodleigh is now very happening. Who would have thought that one so-called a haunted cemetery site becomes such a young modern residential area with integrated mall and parks? That's why it's so sought after today. So where is the next upcoming happening place? Where should we look out for? Master Plan 2025! Wow, this one very cheap and happening topic. I'll cover it soon. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bell button must on. See you in my next video. Bye!